Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go ahead and continue the Huntress run that we've been doing for a couple of videos here, and we're gonna dive into floor 11 here. We already did our shopping at the end of the last episode, so if you want to see how I spend my gold, I would recommend checking out that video, at least the last couple of minutes of it. That one ended up getting away from us a little bit. I think it was almost an hour long, which I'm trying to shoot for like 30-minute videos, but I'm finding it very difficult to force the length of recording sessions in this game, especially with I found it nearly impossible with a blind run on Huntress to do it quickly, and then even now where I pretty much know the seed already, it's still taking me some time. So hopefully this one won't be too bad about how long it takes, and we can get through this in like 30 minutes or so. We are still pretty powerful on this run because we have so we have a lot of kunai, which is a pretty good ranged weapon, and we might actually pump a couple of upgrades into, bring a kunai to +3 or something like that, just to start taking advantage of some of the sniper things. But it does become very worth it for us now to start using all of these throwing spears and kunai that we have, because that allows us to get some extra damage out of this sniper's mark ability that we have. Which is pretty strong. And we could, let's see. We would actually get the benefit of our... We could get the benefit of our bow enchantment on our thrown weapons. But I don't know if that's super relevant while we have Vampiric. We are probably going to end up cycling away from Vampiric before too long, I think. But we're going to hold on to it for now, since we're still doing fine. I think in general I tend to prefer to save my resources until something happens that I'm starting to struggle with the fights. Alright. It's convenient that we had a lot of grass there to line of sight that bat. How are we doing? We've got somewhere to explore down there. Got big secret room vibes here, but I don't really want to spend a lot of time looking for a secret room. Let's see what my hotkey is for... And we get a lot of extra mileage out of our thrown weapons, by the way, now that we are the hunter, or the sniper for real. So that's still bad to run into enemies point blank like that, and since the bats move so fast, they're harder to detect with the mind vision where they're going to do that, which is a bummer. But our armor's on par, at least for this part of the map. So let's see, we can either choose a wand or an artifact. We've already got really good artifacts, so we're probably just going to pick up the wand. And we get a lightning wand, which is not terrible, not great. It is a cursed lightning wand, so that's probably just going to end up getting sold. It might be worth the... oh, crap. I forgot about this poison gas. It's real bad. Do I have like a blink stone or something? Do I have Stone of Shock? Yeah, we're gonna... I think this should... Oh, nope, he still gets to hit me there. So I actually need to... This is real bad. I hope I'm not losing this run immediately. Do I have, I guess I have a health potion that I can use. We'll do that. And there we go, we got him. Alright, that was really unlucky that we got trapped on that cloud of confusion gas. Luckily, we were able to use a health potion as a get-out-of-jail-free card there, but not not how we want most of our encounters to go. Normally those guys aren't a problem and we can just kite them, but that was not the case this time. So using this Well of Secrets, I can either throw a scroll into it to identify it at this point, I can throw an item into it to identify it, or I can just drink it to see if there are any secret rooms I've missed. I think I'm actually going to try to identify one of my scrolls, because I don't think there's a secret room here, and that's just... it feels like secret rooms are pretty rare on the floors with shops, for whatever reason. That might just be me being superstitious, but that is how I feel about that, so... it's a bummer. Luckily it's not the anti-magic bat. It is real obnoxious that these bats keep on going from out of line of sight to melee range with me. And we're actually going to we're gonna go ahead and pop some points into Farsight. We're not using the damage talents of Sniper yet, but it is nice to be able to just see further, so that we can start our engagements from a longer range, which is still a thing we want to do. Believe it or not, the class called Sniper does want to do sniper things. Hit him with the kunai. The kunai, like the dirk or the assassin's blade, does extra damage to unaware targets, so it's always worth it to try to specifically throw the kunai first at sleeping enemies. And then with those null guards, you just want to, once the shield is activated, you just want to let them naturally time out, because they do a ton of damage and there's no benefit to continuing to hit them. They're going to die anyway. Let's see, we got a bland fruit there, which is pretty decent. Not a fan of that rage bat. Hopefully it won't see us immediately. It didn't see us immediately. That's pretty good. So we should be able to get 2 ranged attacks on it, I think, before it gets to us. And then... normally I would not want to attack it here, because I don't want its... Actually, you know what? I think we are going to... Since we have 100% charge on our Greaves, we're going to go ahead and use a charge of it, just because we don't want the bat to die over the chasm, because it can drop a health potion, and it also has my throwing weapons in it, so we'd rather be able to pick those up. There's another potion of strength, that's pretty nice. I think I'm not even going to waste a throwing weapon on this guard. He's far enough away that I'm just going to kill him with the resourceless bow. And I'm even going to shoot through his shield, because he's just not hitting me. While your bow is unaugmented, the Sniper's Mark activation, by the way, does not cost any time to use. So you don't have to worry about taking a hit for... Like, even though it's 50% reduced accuracy at point-blank range, it's still worth it to cast, unless you know that you're going to make distance in a second and want to save it for when you make distance. But it's not like you take an extra hit for doing it. So we have 90 HP right now, and our Chalice at +5 costs 80 health to upgrade, so we're going to go ahead and do that because we've got the health potions to support it. And we're actually going to try to use the water skin and some natural health regen instead of using a health potion. So that should go pretty quickly. Now at +6, that gives us a 4.66 turn regeneration delay instead of the standard 10 turn regeneration delay, so we're regenerating HP about twice the rate of a standard Pixel Dungeon run through. So that's pretty solid. And we didn't get him. Hopefully we were able to... Yeah, we didn't get noticed by the second one, so that's what we want. So we'll take a lucky hit on that guy, kite him around for a little bit. Our throwing spears are starting to break, but that doesn't really... The throwing spears are kind of just a stopgap until we can get a throwing weapon we really want, which... What we really want is a boomerang. The boomerang synergizes insanely well with the damage augment sniper, which is what I'm trying to do. and I will be able to better explain why when we get there. So if you try to shoot the spider at this point, the webs will just block it. So I'm just going to kite backwards until the spider is in the web, and then I can hit it, and then we'll resume killing it normally from here. And these ones are particularly nice to be able to kill at a distance because they, what's the word? They will poison you if they hit you and then run away, which is just a bunch of unavoidable damages if it happens. So being able to kill them before they have a chance to poison you is pretty solid. We're just gonna sneak up and melee this guy. Again, the casters are always more dangerous at range than they are in melee. There's a chance that I could have gotten, like, shot him from over here or something, way out of his line of sight, but we have good enough armor right now that we're not super in danger. Looks like we got a mimic here, so we're going to kill the vampire bat first. And then, I don't know if the mimic actually counts as unaware for this. We're still going to throw a kunai at him just in case. And this is actually not the greatest. We're going to throw a poison dart from here. I don't know. Yeah, the mimics can be poisoned, so we'll let that tick down for a little bit, because the mimics tend to actually do like pretty solid damage for whatever area they're in. So we're going to try to kite this guy to a door. We're going to try to kite him to another door because we only did 4 damage on a criminally bad low roll. We should have killed that spider instead of looting the room, but that's what we did, is we looted. I think we'll just eat the damage if he poisons us. It's not that bad. We could always plant a mage royal too if we really need to. And we got lucky and we avoided the poison anyway, so that is moot. I think we've got some talent points now. We're going to go ahead and put some points into... we're going to hold our points, because I don't know exactly when I'm going to get a thrown weapon I want to start upgrading, but it will happen eventually. And I would like to have talent points available to upgrade the relevant talents when that does happen. Alright, so I think this guy shouldn't be able to see us. Of course, we didn't have the angle on him to hit him anyway, so... but we can safely attack him. Oh, just kidding. I thought we were going to be out of his line of sight there. And he's just going to dodge 2 attacks in a row to do 20 extra damage to us. This game is so incredibly punishing on a couple of misses. It's just... ouch. That's all I have to say. Ouch. We're going to throw a poison dart at this bat. Take our damage. And hopefully we'll get a bat kill without taking too much here. That's good. It's also kind of nice. It saves us a little bit of inventory space because now we're out of poison darts. And I think, yeah, we do have another Sorrow Moss Seed, so we can re-tip it with poison if we need to. Don't have any... I'm not super happy about the state of my HP compared to the fact that I have no dewdrops right now. So we're gonna finish off the Scarpaccio. Excuse me. Finish off the Scarpaccio. Let's see, we got a Clairvoyance Stone, a Blink Stone, and a... No, it's a Fear, not a Clairvoyance. Still, Blink Stone is pretty good. And Fear and Deep Sleep are actually real nice, too. Both of those are great stones at dealing with, like, a single problematic enemy. So, we'll consider those if we see an enemy with a particularly nasty affix that we don't want to deal with immediately. It's a shame the Lightning Wand is cursed, because the Lightning Wand is actually pretty good in this situation, but we just don't want to use a cursed wand because we don't know what's going to happen with it. Or I don't want to use a cursed wand. I know there's a way to play a cursed wand build in this game, but that build doesn't particularly interest me, so I've never really tried it before. Let's see, we got Scale Armor of Metabolism. Ooh, yeah, we're going to go ahead and So first of all, let me rearrange my hotbar just a little bit here. There we go. We're going to do it like that. And then we are going to use the boots to close the gap. We should still get a surprise attack here because we froze time the frame that he burst through the door. So this should hit for free. There we go. And we were able to only take 4 damage on that caster, so that's pretty nice. I think this room is visually complete. We're getting some secret room vibes from it, but I don't have... Oh, you know what? We do want to use the Stone of Enchantment and try to replace Vampiric. We got the chance to send enemies flying back short distances. Now that's interesting. I've never actually had an elastic bow before. It sounds powerful, but we'll have to... Alright, well, that immediately... that immediately proved itself pretty powerful. We like that. What do we got here? We got an anti-magic bat. I'm still going to shoot a corrosion cloud at it just because it should take some damage, I think, and that's also going to let the corrosion start working on the null guard behind it, which we're also not crazy about. We're going to make some distance with the boots here just because the bat has an affix. So we're going to get... Let's see, he has to move 1 more square to get to us now, and we'll see... Actually, we're going to go there, and we're going to hope that we can hit him. We can. That's pretty nice. Pressed the wrong hotkey there and got a ward instead of... That's okay. We managed to line of sight the knoll, so he's not chasing after us. Even though we kind of wish he was. Oh, that elastic is going to be... that's going to be interesting as the game goes on. I don't know how I feel about that, but I think I'm happy about it. Alright, floor 13. Doing pretty well so far. We've got, we're sitting on 7 upgrade scrolls too, so we would really like to find either a plate armor or like a crossbow or a boomerang. Those are the 3 things we're really looking for right now. And we can pivot and make do with other stuff if we need to, but you know, obviously we'd rather not. So, give him 1 extra charge of corrosion. The cool thing about the corrosion is that the damage actually ramps up over time. So the second cast of keeping a corrosion cloud going is actually better than waiting for the full corrosion to tick. So did you notice how the corrosion was ticking for 9 and 10 on him there, and only 5 on me? So we got that kill. But the corrosion's not cleared out yet, so we just took 10 extra damage for no reason. I'm just gonna leave that direction alone for a moment. Ooh, that's an evasive spider. Not crazy about that. Maybe we can just use the elastic bow and... we got the dodge. Bummer. And, ooh, that's a toxic room. Not happy about that. But we managed to kill him, so at least we didn't take damage for nothing. We don't want to go that way either, because there's a spider right on the other side of that door, and electing to put myself in melee range of a spider is not something I want to do. Ooh, this isn't great. Bummer. Yeah, we're gonna have to drink the potion of purity early, and we might not be able to get every single treasure chest in this room, or we might just have to. Yeah, I guess we can time stop boot. That's what we're gonna have to do to get out of here without taking a bunch of damage. Though luckily that is a thing we have access to, so. It's kind of nice because the boots of nature, to me they're almost as good as a fully upgraded hourglass. But as you see, you can have them fully upgraded. Like, ooh, there's a plate armor. That's real good for us. Let's kunai that guy. And we'll just kill him because we got an elastic proc. Alright, the elastic bow seems decent. Go ahead and kill that spider. Not exactly sure where he went. There he goes. And he's dead now. Got another upgrade scroll. And should be able to kill him with a surprise attack. Get another elastic shot. Huh, I'm very impressed with elastic on the spirit bow. I've never gotten that roll before, but it's really interesting how much different the enchantments work on the spirit bow being a ranged weapon as opposed to most of the time when you use them and they're going to be on a melee weapon. It's definitely cool. It's something I have a lot more respect. I'm learning a lot more respect for some of the enchantments I used to never use. See if we can shoot some corrosion gas for that caster to run through before he gets to me. And there we go. Hopefully, yeah, we didn't take any damage from him. We're pretty happy about that. We've got 3 points now. We still, that's not great. Well, maybe we'll get a elastic proc, he says, missing his attack. I guess we could also just high roll our damage on the sickle. That's also nice. We really would like to replace the sickle soon. Like, it's really starting to fall off. Because it's nice when it hits for 25, but then for every time it hits for 25, it seems to remind me that, it can hit for 4 as well. So healing experience toxic gas is actually pretty interesting. But this could be a ring. We don't have a ring yet. We don't have weapon or armor we're happy with. I think we still want to get the gear pickup here. I don't know why that caster is just standing there. That was weird. And we got an alchemist's toolkit. That's normally I'm pretty happy to see the alchemist toolkit most of the time, but I've already got 2 artifacts that that I've sunk a lot of resources into, and I'm kind of building my build around. So I'm probably just gonna end up selling that alchemist toolkit, unfortunately. Oh, and I am wishing that I had gone for the consumables now instead of the artifact. Though we had no way of knowing that wasn't going to be a ring. We would have been real happy with that choice if we got a ring. So I'm not going to call my decision bad because hindsight is 20/20. That's just how it is sometimes. Kill him. No elastic proc. Whatever. Ooh, we've got a sleeping caster all the way over there. Once again, we're gonna set up some corrosion gas on him, and we're gonna hit a kunai, and hope that we can take him out before... we'll get an elastic proc. Hopefully it didn't drop anything. We're gonna move in a way that line of sights us on this bat, but it looks like it doesn't want to play. It looks like it just wanted to show up, scare us for a second, and then run away again. Which we're okay with. Let's go ahead and use that key. We got mail armor, bombs, and a blocking scimitar. Whoop-dee-doo. Go ahead and, I think, eat the candy cane is what we're going to go with. Grab that blocking scimitar. Ooh, he didn't see us. Something is right there. So we're gonna throw a ward out here, and then we're gonna hide again, and see if anything comes to play. The spider's kind of coming to play. He webbed right in front of us, so we're just going to back up for a little bit and get a shuriken hit there. Ugh. we should have circle kited him back into the door to get another free hit, but we didn't. We need to pay attention to our health a little bit. This bat could kill us while we're poisoned, but we've got... I think we've still got health potions. Yeah, we've got 2 health potions, and we've got dew in the flask still. And we don't super need to worry about our health because the chalice is providing us so much regen anyway. Let's present this guy with a poison gas cloud. Let's give him another one. And why not another one? So he'll be in there taking corrosion damage for quite a while. Yeah. And it just ramps up and kills everything. Corrosion Wand is so good. A Corrosion Wand, like a +2 or +3 Corrosion Wand, can single-handedly carry a run for like the first 20 levels, honestly. And if you actually put upgrade scrolls into your Corrosion Wand, it can be your endgame weapon. It's just... you're always happy to hit a Corrosion Wand. Those things are insane. We want to cook this bland fruit so that we can eat it and get it out of our inventory. And let's go ahead and make it a... I don't know, let's make it a paste bland fruit. Or you know what, let's make it a healing bland fruit. I think those are better. I could spend a... oh wait, actually we've got 3 seeds of starflower here too. So we're gonna cook the bland fruit. We're also going to make an experience potion out of the starfruit seeds. And then we are going to turn that into a divine inspiration potion, which is pretty sweet. And we are going to divinely inspire our tier 3 talents. So now we've got plenty. We're just going to go ahead and max out this shared upgrade. Or not max it out. We'll put 2 talents in shared upgrades, and we'll max out shared enchantment first, actually. There we go. So now our thrown weapons should also be able to trigger the elastic on our bow, which should be pretty nice. And once we get that boomerang, this build's going to pop off. What else? There was one other thing I wanted to do, I think. And I do not remember what it was now. Don't remember what it was, and I'm thinking I'm not going... oh yeah, I wanted to see if there are any potions that I have unidentified that I can make. Let's see. So, but I have actually identified every potion type, so... and if you make a potion out of 3 of the same kind of seed, it will always guarantee give you the potion that corresponds to what that seed does. It only gives you a random potion if you use... unique seeds when you're crafting the potion. So, all right, let's go explore the rest of that area over there. We've got a prison guard pretty far away. This is going to be fun with the elastic shooting gallery. Oh, I'm not even doing this right. I should be using my thrown weapons and my hunter's marks way more, but it's just the funniest thing. This is quality. Oh, that felt criminal. Holy cow. It's almost a shame I'm not playing Warden, because Warden can see through grass, making this even easier to do. We are going to use this tuft of grass we're currently standing in to line of sight that caster, and we're just going to shoot straight down, but it looks like we lost the caster somehow. Oh, I think, so he should be going back through that door. Yeah, he did. I think we paralyzed him against that back wall. But unknown, and he seems to just have wandered off. Let's shoot some corrosion in there for him. Where's our flask? We broke our cardinal rule and we got hexed, so we have 20% reduced accuracy. Luckily, it's not the absolute worst, since we can still get sneak attack kills, which is what we're gonna do. Not super happy about having a guard right on our tail. We should be able to line of sight him a little bit and lose him, though, which is nice. Yeah. And actually, I think we can just start shooting him now. So we're going to. Yep, so he's dead now. So that's pretty convenient. The way you do that, by the way, if you, so when you're circle kiting around a tuft of grass, you only want to be jumping out of their line of sight once, before you attack and remind them you're there. But if you break their line of sight on 2 consecutive frames, then you can lose their attention, and they'll stop chasing you, which is pretty convenient. I vaguely remember there be... Okay. We're gonna line of sight this guy, and hopefully shoot him from out of line of sight. There he is. And yeah, he's dead now. So, really convenient to know that you can just, if you know where an enemy is, you don't need to see them. You can just shoot at where they are in the fog of war. And the ranged enemies in that situation will not shoot back at you, because they will not make blind shots at you the way you can make at them. So you can get a lot of advantage from doing that. It's pretty powerful. And I guess I was just incorrect about there being a secret room like right around here. So that looks like the whole floor. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Let's see how we're doing on the timing for this recording. Already at 32 minutes, so this definitely isn't going to be a 30-minute video. Oh well. Especially because we haven't found the blacksmith yet. So we're going to get the blacksmith here at this depth. What is that? That's another plate armor. That's cool. We should have corroded him. I don't think the troll blacksmith can take damage, so I think you're safe to put AoEs on top of the troll blacksmith. But I'm not sure enough of it to possibly lose the blacksmith, so we're not gonna risk it. None of this stuff is possibly going to be used. We are going to hold on to the plate armor, because seeing an extra plate armor there, we might be using this blacksmith on building a decent plate armor for endgame. That guard is really far away. We're just going to elastic bow him down. That is so awesome. That is not so awesome. Crack a charge of the Greaves of Nature to get up in his face and kill him with the sickle. We are just... This sickle has been carrying us for so long. Throw the scale armor. Throw the whip. And... You look like a quick one. Okay, so we've got the giant crystal. Excuse me. Alright, we're gonna go down there. It's a bummer that we're a bit low on food, but since we've got a sunfruit as the next piece of food I plan on eating, it's actually safe for me to get all the way down to, like, single-digit hit points before I eat, because the sunfruit is a healing potion. So, you're gonna watch me starve for a little bit. But especially in the crystal caves, there's really nothing that's going to surprise you. Like, anything that hurts you, you're going to be well aware of it when it's coming for you. So I'm not in danger of getting murked here for the most part, and I can pretty safely hang out on starving for a while. It's especially nice to do in the caves because chopping through stone like this costs way more hunger points than most actions do. So if I were to eat here, I would just be spending all of my hunger points inefficiently in the caves. So if you can get through the caves mostly starving, I think it's a good idea to let your character mostly starve in the caves. As long as you don't die. And that's also possibly a little bit harder to do if you get the Geomancer Cave, because I personally think that the trash enemies in the Geomancer Cave are a little bit more dangerous than the trash enemies in the Crystal Cave, but it's still not that hard, ultimately. Let's see. Oh, I would really, really, really like to replace this this sickle. The sickle is it's really showing its age for the floor. 45 hit points, so we're still good to continue for a little bit. So I don't want to wake up this crystal golem if I can help it. So instead of trying to go around through his lair, I'm actually going to try to cut through here to this open area. And that way we can avoid waking up the big enemy. That you can't actually kill those big crystal golems. You can disable them, but then they reconstitute and keep chasing you. So it's not actually worth even waking them up before. And they wake up automatically when you trigger the crystal fight in the center anyway. So I don't think it's worth doing early. Keep an eye on our health. We're down to about 30 now. So we're going to be eating sooner rather than later, I think. And we also have an interesting spawn here. Hopefully we can avoid waking up either of those crystal golems, which it looks like we did. We're pretty happy about that. Get some more gold. Our goal here is 40 dark gold, by the way, so that's what we want to keep in mind. And you see it's counting up my dark gold here as I go. Excuse me. Okay. There might be some more down here, but I think we're going to explore in a different direction first. Especially because I would I really don't want to, I know I said I'm really safe because nothing can do damage to me, surprisingly, in these caves. But I still, maybe I'm just being superstitious. I don't want to be near those big sleeping golems while I'm... I don't really want to... So we definitely don't want to let that thing shoot at us. They're much more dangerous. They're ranged enemies, so the standard, they are more dangerous if they're shooting you, holds. And, alright, we're down to 15. That's low enough. I think it's time to just eat the sun fruit. And if anybody was watching that clenching because I was letting my health get so low, we can let you guys rest easy. Get some more gold. There's definitely... I could cut down here, but this kind of looks like a crystal golem spawn, so I don't really want to cut into his room, I think. Go ahead and kill those two, what are these things called? Crystal wisps. And we're actually going to make sure we get both of them, since it is actually beneficial to kill the crystal wisps before you start the fight with the final guy. Let's see, all these crystals against the wall here lead me to believe there might be something in there. But then again, I'm not quite sure yet, and that's, there are still, like, obvious gold spots on the map that I want to get, and we only need 5 more, so... I think these rooms tend to spawn just a little bit more gold than you need, total. So, you don't have to get every single piece of it that spawns. That's all for here. I don't see any up there. Don't see any over there. I'm reasonably... There could be something over here. Could be something over here. And then maybe something up here. I think I'm actually going to go check up here. This has the look like there might be a treasure chest, or a hidden treasure chest room up... Actually, we're going to check this one first, though. So we'll knock that out. Chop through there. And we'll keep going a little bit. Huh. I'm kind of a little bit surprised. We're going to keep cutting just because it lets us up. Not that. We're going to create a connected path there. And we'll check the original one we thought might be... Yeah, there we go. There's some gold ore. That's nice. Oh, we still need one more. That's annoying. Oh, there's one more right there. So we'll go ahead and cut back to that gold from behind. And there we go. We have 40 dark gold ore. So let's go ahead and kill this big crystal now. I want to say the blacksmith gives you like 1,000 extra favor if you kill the crystal, and it's really not that hard to do. It is a decent idea to like clear some of these crystals out before you before you fight it. Ultimately, this is going to have the same rules as killing the geomancer, i.e., always dodge first and only do damage when it's safe to do so. But other than that, we're just going to keep on smacking it with the pick. Unfortunately, we have to melee it because we have to use the pick that the blacksmith gave us. So this is, whereas most of the Huntress combat is much different than the other characters, this is going to be the same as any other character. And we just took a hit there that we shouldn't have, but not that big a deal. It's not a ton of damage. Now, as you see, the crystal golems are going to start getting alerted here. So you kind of want to also try to use the... like when the main crystal AoEs you, you want to move in such a way that you'll be on the opposite side of the newly created barriers from the crystal golems who are coming to get you. It looks like we're just going to generally get pretty lucky on the spawn locations of the crystal golems and not have to think too much about it. But we did get a wisp, which is kind of annoying. You do have to kill the wisps every time. And after the next time, I might... Yeah, I think I might actually try to, like, do a full circle around and reposition more thoroughly here, because we're pretty close to getting hit by that golem. We're actually going to possibly take a hit there. Yeah, so we're gonna position reset a little bit, hopefully get them to chase us, this way. And it's not like the big crystal's gonna regen or anything, so you're not gonna get punished for doing this, other than, you know, losing a couple of extra hunger points because you're spending more time running. But now we've gotten all of the crystal golems away from us, and we have a free and easy crystal kill. And do one more quick scan to make sure I didn't leave any food on the ground for no reason, because food can spawn down here. But it looks like I didn't, and let's go back upstairs. Yeah, we've got all 40 gold ore, and we killed the crystal, so... And now we have 3,000 favor with Homeboy. Unfortunately, he only works on identified and uncursed items, which is pretty obnoxious, so we actually need to identify these plate armors if we want to be able to work on them. And we don't currently have any identify scrolls, but... Let's see, do we have any remove... We do have one remove curse. So what we can do... how much strength do we have? We have 16 strength. So if we have a plate armor that's at least +3, we can actually use it. Ooh, chilled. I don't have anything that's in danger of breaking because if I freeze, so we're just gonna throw this mystery meat into the effect and then move on. Ooh, caster, don't like that. But he's not long for this world. Yeah, we're just gonna let the elastic bow do its thing. This is so unfair with the elastic pushing back enemies as soon as they start moving towards me. They just don't stand a chance. They can't even see me at this distance, I think. So, like, they're getting killed from arrows from off screen from their perspective, basically, which pretty obnoxious. Dying to off-screen projectiles is never fun. Let's see, we have potential on our armor, which is pretty bad, but we are trying to switch to a plate armor pretty soon here since we have a couple of those now. So I don't really want to... What's the word? I don't really want to spend a stylus on the mail armor. I'm going to go ahead and eat some food, and we're actually going to equip one of those plate armors just in the interest of trying to identify it. We are... still moving pretty quickly, surprisingly. I wonder why we're moving so quickly. Or maybe I'm misreading that and we're actually taking more than a full turn per... We might be at a 2 strength deficit on this plate armor, which would mean that it's unupgraded. So let's try the other one. And that one feels a little bit better. So I think that this one is... If either of the two are upgraded, it's definitely the one that I'm wearing now. So hopefully we can find some enemies that'll hit us softly enough to identify this armor. We definitely don't want it to be the spider, but I think it's actually reasonable to let the robot hit us for a little bit, because he can't follow us through the door if we need to run away. Of course, if we just dodge every single one of his attacks, hits us for 16, not happy about that. Hits us for 11, not happy about that. But we got a couple points towards identifying the armor. That's ultimately what we want. We can afford to lose a little bit of health while we're identifying our armor. Sleep, frost, nothing else there. Go check up there. I swear there's some part of my brain that remembers a secret room being like in the top right of a room, or of a floor like this, but I guess not. Ooh, don't like that. We're just gonna Greaves of Nature over him. Actually, it might be kind of nice that we're... Oh wait, no, we don't want to be vulnerable. Whatever. This guy still shouldn't be able to hit us very hard. Like, at the end of the day, he is still a caster in melee range. And I think I'm actually going to unequip my weapon and just punch him for a little bit. Because if he'll identify our armor without doing a ton of damage to us, then we're pretty happy with that. So we're just going to let him identify our armor for us here. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's a shame that we don't get any progress towards identifying our armor when we dodge an attack. And we actually didn't get any progress at all because we didn't get XP from that guy. That's so annoying. It should not require that the enemy gives you XP to identify armor when they hit you. It's so odiously difficult to identify weapon and armor in this game. It's something that I think I'd really be happy if that was a little bit more, a little bit easier to do. But whatever, I'm just whining. Ignore me. Got that identify. Let's So the bat's definitely not going to give us XP, but we are going to kill the bat first, because I think the Knoll Guard might still give us XP. We'll see. Oh, but he is going to be able to hit us with his shield up because we're slow from having the plate armor. We almost died there. That would have been real bad. Let's go ahead and drink the water skin there. And actually, we should check our +6 chalice is going to deal... How much damage is it going to... It's going to deal 113 damage to us, so we can't upgrade that again quite yet. Okay, and I think... We're actually just gonna... It's such a bummer that that you can't upgrade, or you can't identify armor in lower floors. Like, it makes it... I don't think it's a very well thought out system. Let's see. Hidden Warping Trap, which is a bummer because that completely erases our knowledge of the level. Very frustrating. We are gonna briefly try to uncover all the rooms again, just to make sure we don't miss anything. Ooh, a bunch of robots that are going to shoot poison gas at me. Well, that looked like it was going to be a turkey shoot until they both shot their poisonous load at me. So we're gonna activate the time skip, and I think we're gonna try to actually get to the other side of this bridge. We're gonna take a few ticks of poison here, but ultimately not that many. And then, with a few lucky procs of, there we go. Alright, and there's no way we're identifying that armor. So actually, we're just going to go ahead and, I really don't want to use Scrolls of Identify on this, but I might have to. Yeah. Yeah, I really think it's a design miss that you need to be able to get XP from an enemy to have their hits against your armor count towards identification. That is my opinion on that. But it looks like that's the whole floor. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and identify one of the plate armors, just because it's so incredibly dangerous to... That is pretty sweet. We did get a +1 plate armor. So what we're going to do is we're going to... How are we going to do this? I think we're going to... Okay, so the blacksmith has 3,000 favor that he gives you, which I like to use. The first reforge you do with the blacksmith costs 500 favor, the second reforge costs 1,500 favor, and then that leaves you with 1,000, which can be used to upgrade an item that's not at +2 yet, below +2. So we're going to head and go do that first. We're going to upgrade an item below +2 to upgrade the plate armor a little bit, and then... If we upgrade it with a single scroll of upgrade, that should bring it high enough that we can equip it for the boss fight that we're about to get into. And that should this should pretty substantially improve our survivability here. So yeah, we can equip that. And then later on, when we're able to identify some more of this armor, we'll come back and try to reforge for a couple of extra upgrades on it. But... Feels a little bit sketchy to go into the floor 15 without a good weapon, but we have the corrosion wand, which should really carry us for a while, and then just the general strengths of the elastic bow and the sniper subclass that I'm using. So hopefully this won't be too much of a problem. Go ahead and briefly reveal the whole arena. And then the boss spawns anytime you get close to any of these pylons, so we'll spawn them. And then I wonder if elastic works on this guy. It does. Okay, so this might be trivial actually. Yeah, we still have to run away from his poison gas, which is a pain, but oh yeah, and we don't want to be against a wall because do we have a blink stone? We're actually going to use a blink stone here. We're going to blink to there. And, okay, well that's annoying. He activated the pylon he's currently puppy guarding, so we're gonna try to get him to chase us over here for a little bit. And then... so if you kite him through spaces, so normally he can't get through these spaces. Now he can, but it slows him down significantly to crush the rock to get into the small spaces. And then this part is a little bit easier for Huntress than it is for any other class, because you can just sit here and shoot the pylon. The DM-1000 will make it hard for you if you don't kill it quickly enough, though, which is what you see here. Let's see if we can get a corrosion cloud on that thing. And there we go. So that should die shortly. It's kind of a bummer. We're a little bit trapped here, but we've got plate armor and we got plenty of HP, so we can probably afford to take a hit or two. Oh, and he's cast the poison gas there too, which is actually kind of nice, surprisingly. Normally he's just not nice to us. Keep on. And we are specifically kiting here. We're trying to avoid letting him step into any of the electric switches that are on the ground, because he'll gain a shield if he steps on those. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of distance. Hopefully we can get an elastic proc or two here. Never lucky. But at least he didn't walk into the thing. Still no elastic proc. And he's still just going to keep on spitting poison. Yeah, when you're using the batter bosses challenges, they really spam their abilities. So like you really, really, really have to pay attention to not feeding to their abilities. What are we going to do here? We might have like an invisibility potion or a haste potion or something. I think we're gonna use the last charge on our boots right now to because that way I think he might have actually not seen us. Oh no, he did see us, so he's gonna be chasing us. Oh well, let's get that corrosion gas running, and let's start killing the pylon. And there we go. We were able to get it down there. Let's get out of the way of the poison. I think we took more poison damage than we needed to right there. But that's how it be sometimes. And he triggers a new pylon every 100 HP, so oh, sweet, he made some distance for us. That's nice. There we go. The next hit should trigger the final pylon, and let's see. We should be able to get a little bit of mileage out of making him crush rock to get to us here. Yeah, because he should still read us as in an inaccessible location. But after we move out here, I think it's going to cause him to circle around and go the fast way. Oh, never mind. Maybe he still does keep crashing into rock for us. That's nicer than I thought it was going to be to me. Alright, let's kill this last pylon. And now we just have to gun down the boss. So let's keep on shooting the bow and arrow at him. Keep on getting elastic procs. Awesome. We did just get poison gassed in a really obnoxious way. We don't have a blink stone. I think, yeah, we're going to crack a purity potion here so that we can just keep on shooting him from safety. This is a really easy way to finish off the DM-300 if you have an extra purity potion. Oh, but it didn't last that long. We still took some damage from his death rattle, but that's okay. He didn't kill us. It's not that bad. Pick up our stuff. Make sure we got all of the loot back here. We got 2 extra seeds from that potion. That's pretty nice. And let's go ahead and go upstairs and do our shopping and end the recording for this episode. Alright, let's see what we got. That's not the shop. That is the shop. Ooh, and there's a boomerang in this shop, so we can finally start spending some of those upgrade scrolls. Okay, first things first, sell that garbage, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Don't need any of that jazz. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that boomerang. We're gonna buy an incendiary dart. Let's see, what affix did we get on our armor? We got obfuscation, which isn't bad. We'll leave that there for a little bit. See if we can find an identify scroll, because we want to identify that extra plate armor there. Let's see. And it's just a +0, but now the blacksmith is going to be able to use it in upgrading my other stuff. And I think that's all. We're going to pick up one more. Actually, do we have the augment stone for the bow still? Because now we're augmenting our bow. No, we do not have an augment stone for the bow, so we're going to buy the stone of augmentation. So the stone of augmentation, when we apply it to the spirit bow, we're going to choose the damage augment. And what that's going to do is that is going to, let's see if I can, how do I, so we hit the I button there, and then we click on the Tengu mask, and show there. There we go. Okay, so these last two sentences, a damage augmented bow will fire a sniper shot, which is guaranteed to hit, deals bonus damage based on distance, and takes 2 turns to fire. So what's nice about that is that synergizes really well with the fact that the boomerang takes 2 turns to return to you. So your boomerang always comes right back to you after you use the damage augment bow sniper shot, excuse me. And it also, with this talent shared upgrades, when we start getting a really highly enchanted boomerang, which is what we're about to have since we've saved all of our upgrade scrolls, this is going to start allowing us to shoot people for like 300 damage pretty soon. It's rather strong. So let's go ahead and not let ourselves starve and spend some favor on this blacksmith. So we're going to reforge another armor upgrade here, and then we are also going to reforge our very first boomerang upgrade. So we'll do boomerang and another boomerang. We'll reforge them, and then we are going to go to our 8 upgrade scrolls over here. We're going to go to our +1 boomerang, and we're going to spend all of them. So now we're pretty happy with that. We are definitely replacing the kunai on our hotbar with our now +9 boomerang. What else are we going to put on there? We'll leave whatever. We'll just leave what's the rest of the stuff that's on there because it doesn't matter that much. We did make full use of the troll blacksmith there. So I want to find one enemy before I cut the episode, just to show you guys the sniper shot that I just. Actually, you know what? We'll let it be a surprise for the next episode. You guys can see how cool the sniper shot is on the next one, and we're just gonna cut it here. So I'm gonna get right up to the transition, and yeah, we're gonna end it here. So. Hope you guys enjoyed that those 5 floors, and as always, if you have any questions or anything to say about what you saw in that video, let me know in the comments. And also feel free to request if there's, if you want to see a specific class or a specific subclass run, let me know, and I will try to make those videos you guys want to see. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good night, and I will catch everybody next time.